Alright, so this is a 2008 GMC ACADIA. Basically this amounts to an emission control valve. There's your 10mm bolt hole that will go right down there. You see that hole down there? That's where the 10mm comes out. You have to disconnect this from the tube end. You have to disconnect this little orange connector. And you also disconnect this tube right here from the back side of it. And it basically has a little clip on it right there. You just push that little clip and it pops right off. Just wiggle it off carefully. It's kind of brittle. Most of these kind of things are, so be careful with everything because everything here can break. This will go back on the tube end. That'll go back on the wire connection, and you simply bolt it right back down in there. The engine cover had to be removed, and now I will begin the installation. So you can see I pushed the orange wire back in where it belongs. Right there. That orange wire goes right back in there, and that little green piece I showed you is going to go right back on that tube. So basically, like I said, when you're taking that off, that little tab right there, you just push it over and wiggle it off gently. And then when you're going back in with it, you just come back down, bring it right over to there, and simply slide it back into place. So you can see how it's going back in. That tube is now snapped back on, goes around the cover mount, and goes right back down to the valve we just replaced. Snaps right back into the back of that. I'm getting ready to see where that bolt hole is going to go right there. And I'm also going to hook up the little green tube I told you about right there. Just take me 1 second. Alright, now you can see back down there, there's the tube, and the 10mm bolt is reinstalled. Okay, that is right down there. And that's the metal piece that runs over to the valve itself to hold it in place. The tube here on the back was snapped back in. This black one comes apart the same way the one on the top came apart. Just that little tab on there. You push it a little bit and wiggle it off gently. You snap this piece back in. Snap your wire right there back in. And you call it a wrap. All that in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. No bullshit.